As creators in the entertainment industry, we stand in solidarity with the members of SAG-AFTRA who are currently on strike.
We recognise and understand the importance of fair compensation and good working conditions, not just for actors, but for all other performers, writers and crew members.
So in support of this, we'll be refraining from discussing or promoting any upcoming releases from the struck studios until the strike is resolved.
If you're looking for more information on the strikes, visit www.sagaftra.org. All that being said, as Seen In is not going anywhere, we and your favourite segments are staying right here. So let's get on with the episode.
Like, I think the thing that is important about that song is like the difference between the verses and the chorus feels so much like the chorus has like hope in it or like whatever, even though it's so messy, like I can see that there's something like beautiful.
Sorry, but does that mean I have like a really bright future?
Well, yeah.
We were working with this producer and we kept going like, what if we say like there's milk, like our milky socks are and the guy was like, no, that's like really like, that's making me feel like upset to hear it. We're like, okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to As Seen In.
Hi guys, welcome back.
I'm Tati.
I'm Kaylee.
We talk about all things music, TV, film, entertainment, so stick around if that's something you enjoy.
I don't know how to be an iPad girl. I don't know how to be an iPad girl. Today we are speaking
We've got another guest.
to another guest.
Yeah, we include like your fave segments as well, so don't worry, we've still got some. If you don't already, follow us on socials, especially Instagram, because we post the segment time codes. They'll also be in the notes and in the description. So yeah, anyway, let's get on with it.
Yeah, so today we're speaking to Daisy the Great.
Yeah.
A duo.
A
musical duo.
Pop, indie pop.
Indie pop.
Really exciting.
We're really excited. We haven't actually done it yet. Normally we've done the interview and then we film this bit, but we're doing it after.
Yeah.
So ignore the fact we don't really know what's going on. We haven't had the interview yet.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
I'm very
really
excited. It's always nice. Yeah, exactly.
800k plus Spotify monthly listeners.
Amazing.
Which is really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the interview. It'll be just as much of a surprise to you as it is to us. But let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Hi guys, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
We're good. We like we just said, we've done like a little mini studio.
Sorry,
the
Wi-Fi
here really
is
wants us
being-
to sign in. I don't know if you can see it.
It's okay.
We did like a little intro earlier. Do you want to take the stage and give us like a better introduction on who you are?
Sure. I'm Kelly.
Annette.
And we have a band called Daisy the Great that makes music and goes on tour.
Love it.
Perfect.
Where did
My
the name
mind right now.
Where did the name Daisy the Great actually come from?
It came from we made the band initially with no plans for it. We just were like, oh, we started to play music together. We should just make a band name. And it was very low key, I would say. And then so we were walking down the street, we made a big list of different names. Mostly we were trying to combine something soft with something more hard, because partially for meaning and partially because we were making music that was like both very gentle and kind of folky leaning sometimes, and then we were making music that was a little more like punky and rocky and bigger feeling, and we wanted to have a name that would support that. And then we ended up with Daisy the Great, and we really liked it initially because we just liked the sound of it, but we also liked the meaning of having something like emphasizing the power in something very delicate and ephemeral, and yeah, just like something gentle. And I think when the song isn't gentle or delicate, a lot of the time the like hidden meaning or the kind of like hard thing to say about the true core of the song feels really delicate and impactful in that way. So we liked it just because it seemed like it would apply for longevity's sake. But it's worked out.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you guys are finished the US leg of tour, right? I know we spoke briefly off camera, but on camera, can you talk about the upcoming leg of tour that you're doing?
Yeah, we are going to Europe for the first time. We're leaving next week on Monday, and we're going for a month, starting in Slovenia and ending in Germany.
Okay.
Gonna come through the UK. We're super, super excited. We're really nervous. We really don't know what to expect coming out there, but really like stoked to see everyone and play in Europe and see everywhere that we're going. I think
Yeah.
this is longer than our American headline tour.
Oh my gosh. How do
I
you find tour life in general?
It's really fun. It's really chaotic. Like it's very much like very like concentrated moments of like high energy, like you're perform like it's so interesting to be like every day for like an hour and 15 minutes you're like heavily looked at and you have to like fully be on and perform, and then for the rest of the time you're usually sitting in a car like looking like worse than you've ever looked in your entire life. So it's very like polar opposites of like just like sitting still and then like using all the energy that you possibly could use to like be performing. But it's really fun. We get to like see a lot of places. We get to see a lot of uh Hampton Inns.
Nice.
um, and yeah, like try like good food and stuff when we're in like cities that are like known for their food. And we're really like fun touring band. I think we've been together for a long time. The band has been a band since 2016. So we've known each other for a really long time, and we like kind of we get along and we have a good everybody like kind of knows everybody else's like Kelly knows like when something's gonna bother me. So she like and I know when something's gonna bother Kelly or something. So like if someone's like if Kelly can tell that I'm hungry or something, she'll be like, okay guys, like Minna's probably hungry right now, so let's be like gentle or something.
I like that. I feel like that's important though.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk a bit more about you guys as a band. But just to preface on what we're going to do as well, we've got a couple of little segments that we're going to split it into. We've got a segment where we're going to kind of intertwine your music with movies. But before we do, we'll carry on with a little bit more about, you said are you both from New York growing up?
I am.
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
That's on our
yeah.
list of places we really want to visit as well. Like,
Really? You
yeah,
should go.
we
It's
really
really
do.
fun.
Because we were talking to Kelly about New York and we were just saying we miss it so much. Like last time we went, we haven't stopped thinking about it. But we were also planning a New Orleans trip. So now it's like, what do we do?
Yeah.
We should go.
So how
Yeah,
okay, so yeah, we really want to. I want to go to like the jazz bars
Yeah.
and do just like I don't know, everything.
Yeah. What would be your like top 3 recommendations for both like New York and New Orleans then?
Oh,
Just like anything, things to do.
Or like top 5 if top 3 is too difficult to narrow
Let
down.
me think. Okay. One of mine would be going to a park in New York, like Prospect Park is nice, or like Central Park if you're in Manhattan is super nice, and just like going for a big walk and seeing the sounds. Wow, it's so hard to go down.
I'm like
really so hard for me.
What about New Orleans? We can do both because we plan to go to New Orleans.
New Orleans, I would say like honestly like Cafe Du Monde, like beignets are really good, and I like they really don't taste like that anywhere else. I love, and I think that there's a beautiful park called City Park that is really like one of my favorite places in New Orleans. It's on the bayou, so you can like walk along the bayou to the park.
Nice.
And there's like little swan boats that you can ride. There's and I would say like just go to like Jackson Square in the French Quarter and like walk around, then like pop into jazz bars and stuff. Like that's kind of like
Okay, my other things are I think that you should investigate seeing some theater There's like
Mhm.
obviously Times Square and Broadway and everything, but there's also a bunch of off-Broadway theaters that have a lot of cool stuff that feels very like specific to New York. And my last thing is go to see a show at Baby's All Right, which is a venue that we really like that has a lot of
Okay.
cool shows and people coming through.
Okay.
Also, I
Nice.
would say in New Orleans, if you're in Jackson Square, get a caricature from my mom. She's a
Oh,
street artist in the corner.
Oh my
that
gosh.
is so cute.
I love that.
We're
Okay.
definitely gonna go.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know when, but it's definitely gonna happen.
Cat Walker art with a K. Cat Walker.
Love that.
She'll be
We
there.
love the name.
Cool.
There.
I love that. I feel like one thing that we noticed when we were like listening to your music was that you have a lot of music videos, I feel. So like what's your process when it comes to creating a music video? Do you do that independently? How long does it take? Like how have you been able to make so many?
Well, it depends. We started making music videos like just for fun. We met each other in acting school, so we like to kind of like round out the music with as much like kind of like artistic media as possible to like create a world around the band. But like early music videos, we would just kind of like go like super low budget and like collaborate with friends and stuff, and we like directed a lot of our own music videos, and then for a couple of the music videos like in the last album we had a little bit of a budget to work with, where we'd like collaborate with directors, and that was only for a few, but we always like try to figure out how to make more music videos, so a lot of them are just like we like kind of put our brains together on like what's the like kind of core of the song, what would be a good visual representation of the song that could like provide more context without like pigeonholing the song into an idea, because I think that's something that we find very important with the music is like try not like after we make a song try not to like define it too much and like let people like come to their own like meanings about it. So we recently like with like Looking You Up and Tough Kid, the two newest songs we have out, we collaborated with the director Zach Tavel, and he made the Aluminum music video with us. And the Aluminum music video had like a little bit more like resources, and then for Tough Kid and Looking You Up we were like, hey, like how do you feel about like collaborating with us and like making the cheapest music videos possible and making them look good? And he was like, yeah, I'm down. Fire alarm, but I think it's okay. We're good. And yeah, for Looking You Up, me and Kelly were like, okay, what's like a good kind of like what are like 2 or 3 good like visual metaphors that we can use to represent this song? So we thought of like being clowns in bed on our phone. It's like pretty self-explanatory. We were like, let's be like in like kind of a factory setting where we're smashing phones. And then we were like, let's project a giant like text of hey behind us while we perform in front of it. Just kind of like playing with the like the idea, like the song is kind of about like knowing that you're being like foolish and doing something that's bad for you, but being like so addicted to your phone and like it being a vice that's like so available to you that like you're making a fool of yourself by just like being in a cycle and a trap like that you've like created for yourself basically. And for Tough Kid, we went, that was like super super low budget. We just like went to the park and
so sorry
tried to find some good like metaphors of like there's a part where Kelly is holding one balloon and I'm holding a bunch of balloons, and that actually was an interesting video because the song is like really about kind of like you like grappling with yourself, but like it could so easily be about like you like being mean to someone else. Like we were like it's interesting making music videos about songs that are about loneliness with two people as the main character without like making one of us like the villain. So we were trying to find that, and I think that's where visual metaphors come in handy a lot, is like create like an image that like represents the song instead of trying to like story tell the entire song. So we like showed the like me holding a bunch of balloons, Kelly holding one balloon, while saying I'm not really jealous, but I can't help but feel that I'm losing this race. Just like showing the like difference in like balloons there. Try to find like creative ways like that to create an image of loneliness, but with two people.
Whoa! We are interrupting this broadcast.
Guys, if you're enjoying this episode, please make sure to subscribe and drop us a comment.
And also check us out on audio platforms and give us a rate because it really helps us out.
Back to the episode.
Bye.
So cool. I feel like sometimes when you have less budget and like less resources to work with, it forces you to think outside of the box and become more creative.
Yeah.
Have you found that like starting from that point and like comparing where you were to where you are now, like have you found that that's helped you develop your creativity, and like when it comes to working with other people it's a bit easier?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the thing that happens when you have more resources, I think, is that you start to like imagine, like we would have so many brainstorming sessions where we're like, then a giant like creature comes in, and then it's like, okay, the like real version of this isn't gonna look like that. Like even you can have, you know, the most resources in the world, it's not really
$45 million to like
like, okay, great idea, guys. But I think when if we know we have like $100 or something, we're like, okay, we don't have, like, for example, our music video for the song I'm Fine, we had no budget at all, and we were like, okay, what is something that is super clear and uncomplicated that, and I think working with those, and doing it in one shot, but it's like something that is independent of adding anything to it, just naturally very clear and naturally like giving the meaning that we need, it's just a really helpful step in like distilling what you want to get out of the video. Because then it's like, okay, if we had more people or more budget or more whatever cameras there, it's like we can add more things, but at least like the core of the idea is super solid. And I think if you're trying to play with more stuff, then sometimes you can be like resting on adding stuff to it to like get the meaning across, rather than having the actual just raw thought be the best thing. So I think we try to, especially if we're going to be working with someone, like talk about it amongst ourselves first about what the meaning should be, so that when we can bring it to someone, we can say, like, as an example, here's an idea that we have, like we can build this out, but like this idea feels like simply good. And then whatever else you want to add to it is really exciting, but like we are confident in the meaning that exists in just like the one page paper version of it.
And when we've had the opportunity to like work with other directors and like not self-direct, usually what we'll do is we'll write out a like
treatment of
like what we think the music video would be, and then people send us their ideas kind of based on that. Or sometimes they just send us a random idea and we're like, that's awesome, let's go with it. And then they get to like, but we always have like a meeting if we're not directing, just like making sure we're all clear on like what the meaning of the song is and what like the image represents. We're very like particular about like not wanting to misrepresent like the song or like ourselves. So we get very like hands-on kind of with every like creative aspect of the band.
I love that. And I guess that ties into the movie part that we're going to add, which I will throw at you now. With, you said you have like these clear visions for songs, but you don't want to pigeonhole them. So this segment is basically your songs. We've got a few written down. We'll see how many we get through. If you could put that song into a film, what would the scene be? Who would be in it? That kind of thing. So, for example, I did Record Player as an example. So just the very first snippet where it's almost like a nursery rhyme, I would like to see that in like a horror, but reimagined as like quite twinkly and like nursery rhymey. maybe there's like a creepy girl in it. Like that's the kind of thing I'm thinking. So if you guys, we'll go through the ones we've written down.
Okay.
And then you guys can like see what your vision would be for a film. I guess it's like doing a music video,
Yeah, I guess so.
kind of.
Should we start with record player then? Seeing as you've given as an
Yeah.
example, what would you guys put record player in?
I would put that one is so hard to me, honestly. I feel like I'm gonna choose the original version of it, the record player song,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I would put it in a scene where someone is like maybe a coming of age movie where someone is like trying to put like a self-image together, like a compilation of like this person trying to create like a new version of themselves. Maybe they're going to school or something, or maybe they're like something big is coming up and they're trying to like machine themselves to be different. And the song in general is about trend and like media influence and trying to figure out who you are, but while you have like you're inundated with versions of people that you want to try to be like them, but it doesn't really feel like you. So I think anything where someone is making an effort to change themselves and then maybe in the end they would figure out that wasn't the right thing to try, but something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Vicious,
That's good.
just trend trying.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, anything from you?
I mean, I like your horror movie idea. I feel like there is like a creepy vibe to it, which is cool. I was also thinking it could be cool in like sort of like a dystopian like AI thing
Ooh,
where like
yeah.
a robot is like like kind of like walking around being a person and like maybe
my
that's
God.
the plot behind them.
Ooh,
That's
like
really
that.
good because they're so different, but I can visualize literally all of them.
100%.
What did you do, Tati?
Okay, I did one. It kind of relates to what you were saying, Kelly. I did I don't know if you've seen The First Time, the movie with Dylan O'Brien and Britt Robertson, because Britt Robertson's character kind of gives me the vibe of, you know, she really wants to be different from everyone she surrounds herself with. She like doesn't feel like she fits in high school. So yeah, I just put that because she feels like an outsider in the movie in some sort of way. So yeah, that's what I put for that one.
Okay.
Should we do Persephone?
Yeah, you're excited about this one.
Yeah, this is one of my
I'm gonna give
favorites.
this stage over to you, or you guys obviously as well, but Miss Thing has been talking about this one, so I'm ready.
We'll start with you guys. We'll start with you. What do you think? Where would you put that?
Pirate movie. I would put it in a pirate movie.
Nice.
Because it makes me think about pirate movies.
I would put it I would put it in a movie like wait, what is that movie called? We watched it on tour in Nashville at that guy's house.
Wait, what? On which tour?
On DIY tour.
At a guy's house?
Yeah.
When were we in Nashville? What did we do?
It was the pool with the bats.
Oh, right.
And
we watched the movie.
Yeah.
Was it V for was it with Natalie Portman? Oh my God.
Ex Machina.
Oh, I love that film.
So you would put it in the AI dystopian movie.
I would put that,
yeah.
Wait, that would be good.
I would slice the folkiness with
I
a little
really see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I love. You seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I love that.
I've seen parts.
With Donald Gleason from About Time.
Interesting.
Really good film.
I would play that while she's like destroying everyone.
Yeah,
like when she leaves. When she leaves the building.
Yeah,
so
when she's her escape.
So
That's
good. Yeah.
I
Okay, what did you
mind
put?
that.
That's really good.
I love that. I put Ladybird. I feel like it matches like a
Oh,
Greta Gerwig type of vibe. Just like the moment
yeah.
where she's like driving across the bridge, like looking out the car. I feel like like I
Like,
would do that. You know, when you're just like looking out the bus window or something. I feel like it matches that vibe.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
Should you
I
should we
mean, I
do
would love
one
that.
more?
Yeah, we'll do one
Do you
more.
guys have one that you want to pick, like a song that we should do?
Yeah.
Or do you have like a
you
vision
guys
for one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do Glitter.
Ooh.
you could do it. I don't know.
Well, I need to think for 1 second.
Tati?
Should I give you my one?
Take the stage.
Yeah.
I put Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Aw.
Especially like there was a scene in the library, just like a montage
Aw.
sort of scene. Or a movie called Love, Simon.
Yeah.
Like the turning point basically in any movie.
Yeah.
So like walking down the like school hallway type of thing, where the main character's like realizing or just like coming to, the huge turning point in the film.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I love that.
Oh, my glitter is probably I was saying like a insomnia scene or something, like where
Ooh.
somebody's like can't, and I think I would use the bridge part where it's like dust off my piano keys and then the stuff starts to like layer on top of it. I would
Nice.
put that probably like in a scene where somebody, yeah, like maybe like a montage of just like being like somebody being like up really late at night and like not being
Yeah.
able to stop thinking about
There's
something.
a film now, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's Bradley Cooper, and it's the one with the pills, and I can't remember what it's called, but that's the vibe I'm getting, where he does
Ooh.
he I think he like doesn't sleep or something. He takes pills.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
it could be like a drug scene. Like I feel
yeah.
like that it could be like a late night drug scene.
Or
Wall Street.
yeah, or have you
Oh
seen
yeah.
have you seen Good Time with Robert Pattinson, where
I
he's
actually
got like
haven't seen
bleached
that, but I
hair?
want to.
Maybe that it's like that kind of vibe. I like it.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I
that
like
would be
it.
cool.
I see like the same thing as that. I think because we've talked about the song so much, but I think something that's like I also see somebody like where everything is going wrong and they're just like laying on the floor of their kitchen, like with a bunch of stuff around them at night.
Like giving
Just
up.
yeah, and then maybe we can bring in your turning point and they
Yeah.
can have a new life.
I
But
love
yeah, I
that.
think something where it's like feels really like cramped
Mm.
and like
You can't think.
and heavy, and then there's like a way out. Like I think the thing
Mm.
that is important about that song is like the difference between the verses and the chorus feels so much like the chorus has like hope in it or like whatever, even though it's so messy, like I can see that there's something like beautiful.
Yeah.
And the verses are truly like, this is gross. Like
Yeah.
you're like, this is a bad time. When we were writing that song, we were working with this producer and we kept going like, what if we say like there's milk, like our milky socks are, and the guy was like, no, that's like really like that's making me feel like upset to hear it. We were like,
True.
okay.
Or maybe like
What
13. Have you seen 13, the Nikki Reed film?
Yeah.
It's kind
You
of
have
like
Wait,
you've seen 13, where they get the
teenagers.
like belly button.
oh right. Wait, yeah, that would be good.
That would be good.
Just
While
like
they're piercing her belly button, while she's
Yeah.
piercing the belly button.
Anything
Yeah.
like chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
if
love
like
that.
somebody's like piercing somebody with like a kind of like sketchy needle,
Yeah.
that would be
Love
That's
it.
the vibes.
Fair enough.
tetanus,
Well-
babies.
Amazing. Well, quickly before we finish, where can everyone find you?
You can find us in Europe on tour next week. And you can find us on Instagram at Daisy the Great Band and TikTok at Daisy the Great.
You can also go on our website, which is daisythegreat.com, and that has like all of our socials listed and all of our tour dates and
And merch.
and merch.
Amazing.
You should be on there.
Yeah, we're also making some special merch for the Europe tour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Probably exclusive to Europe, so
Nice.
that'll be cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're so stoked. But yeah, you can follow us and go to our website, and we'll tell you everything.
Amazing.
YouTube, you can go to YouTube too.
Right.
For the music videos.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Of course, thank you.
It was so
Nice
fun.
to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too. Okay. Well, thanks
Well,
thanks for joining us.
Like
Days of the
we
Great.
said, that interview, we still haven't got a clue what it's going to be like, but hopefully you enjoyed it.
Hopefully you enjoyed.
I'm sure we had a great time.
Yeah.
One thing we know we spoke about
Mhm.
is putting Daisy the Great songs into films.
Oh yes.
So I only have one, but you have multiple.
I have a few.
So
So basically, one of the we always want to include a cheeky recast, but we don't want to recast something we haven't spoken about in the interview. So one thing I will say is Ladybird. I mentioned
Yeah.
Ladybird to put Persephone
I
in Ladybird,
Really like that.
right? So let's
Coming of
recast-
Age is very good for
Yeah.
that.
So let's recast Saoirse.
Okay. That's really hard.
Very
Also, I met a girl at work yesterday who looked just like Saoirse Ronan.
really. What if it was her?
It wasn't.
Okay.
I don't think Saoirse Ronan was a runner on a
Okay.
Sort Your Life Out with Stacey Solomon. However, would have been iconic.
Would have been so iconic. Striking.
Yeah. Striking.
Do you get me?
Do you know what? Yeah, I do.
Have to work somehow.
Saoirse.
Saoirse Ronan.
So we know she's Irish, but she's not Irish in this. She's American.
She's American in this. Is it weird if I do Sabrina Carpenter? She did start as an actress.
Yeah, she's kind of got to have that like rebellious streak
Yeah,
for
but
Lady Bird.
I feel like she could
think
do
she could do
that.
that.
I feel like she could really embody that.
Yeah.
Or I know Taylor Swift hasn't had the like best acting creds like with Valentine's Day, but she can act because we've seen her music videos where she's literally playing like 500 different people.
That's so true.
I feel like she could embody the rebellious nature of Lady Bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree?
I do. I was actually going to say someone in Booksmart, but that's also Greta Gerwig, so that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if that's a cop out.
No, it's not a cop out.
I
Just
can
the,
just
like the Greta Gerwig multiverse.
honestly love you, Greta. By the way, we share a birthday.
Yeah, I know, incredible.
Sorry, but does that mean I have like a really bright future?
Well, yeah. Of course you
Greta,
do.
my Leo, not just Leo Queen, like 4th of August.
Yeah.
Us, Barack,
Yeah.
the
Cheeky.
Sprouse twins,
So incredible.
Lee Mack.
Yeah.
Bit
Do
of
you
a
know who
different
I
vibe.
share a birthday with? I actually don't know if I should say right now.
Are they under fire?
No. It's just we saw them recently. So I won't
Who?
say.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, what's that?
I don't know. But yeah.
That's so wild.
I know.
Exactly the same day.
29th of May.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, you know, go on
That's a-
famous birthdays and look at 29th of May. Maybe you'll figure out who we actually saw recently.
Yeah,
that Patty
exactly.
shares a birthday with. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, mine was different kind of recasting vibes. It was more like, I didn't actually do the recast. I did their song Record Player.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I want to just be sure about that.
There's Record Player and there's the Record Player
Okay.
song, but they're both the same song. One just
Okay.
has a feature.
Okay, so Record Player. The beginning bit, I can imagine in a horror film of like a
Yeah.
record, not even just necessarily record, like a gramophone situation
Nice.
and a creepy doll vibe.
Nice.
I was getting like,
We probably
maybe,
already
like-
said this in the interview, but you
yeah,
know.
we probably did actually because I'm gonna say that. To them.
Yeah.
But my recast would be, who would you do a little creepy girl as in a horror film?
Oh, Bailey Madison when she was a baby. She was
Yeah.
a child actress.
Yeah,
Or
she's done a couple, I think.
she has done. I feel like Selena Gomez would have been great when she was in her like Barney era in a horror.
Really true.
Do you get me?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think when they were younger? I haven't seen them young, but Nancy Wheeler in Stranger Things, I can imagine taking like 10 years off of her now would have been quite like a creepy
definitely.
horror
She's got
vibe.
the face for that.
Yeah, like really quite, not gaunt, that sounds horrible, but like they
Strong.
could make her look.
Yeah, she's got
really
strong
scary.
bone structure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, well, guys. Oh, should we do one smoothie roulette?
Okay, smoothie roulette. If we
Guys.
haven't introduced this already yet,
Oh, we haven't introduced
I
it
don't know
already.
what order this is going out in, but if we haven't, let's talk about smoothie roulette.
So Kaylee came up with this incredible concept. Obviously, we always do guess the song. We've switched around the order a bit, but we wanted to take a song randomly and then insert it into a movie. So smoothie roulette.
And it's shuffled. So
Yeah.
we haven't picked them. We're going to just shuffle our Spotify
Yeah.
and then we're going to put it into a movie.
Okay.
So let's play.
Should we just do one?
Yeah.
Okay. So not
So
that
the
one.
Struts.
Not that one.
If you haven't seen our Struts interview with Luke Spiller,
Check it out.
I think it was maybe last week's episode. I don't
Yeah.
know the order.
Check it out
It's
so
out. Is this from our playlist?
It's not. And that's where I went wrong.
So you're silly.
That's where I went wrong.
You know when you Google silly,
Yeah.
your face
I defo do come up there.
pops
And
up.
that's like Soj.
So
I'm Soj.
yeah.
Soj. Okay. Okay.
Really? Is that Whitney?
Yeah, it's Whitney. I want to dance.
That's definitely in loads of films.
Defo.
The
But
Dirty
what-
Dancing seems like a cop out, but I feel like it'd be great in a dance scene.
Yeah, or Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose.
Oh, Dirty Dancing is perfect. Was it in that? It wasn't, was it?
I don't know. I didn't know that was oh my god, what the fuck is the one? The one with the lift.
I've had the time of my life.
Yeah, but it is that kind of vibe of like, or maybe like a disco scene in a film.
Yeah.
Just like
that's difficult.
That just reminds me of Prison Portsmouth. It was on
Yeah.
their playlist of cheese
Yeah.
room songs.
Yeah. I would say even just like a cute little teen rom-com where they're
Yeah.
like at the prom.
Like Summertime Pretty.
Yeah, like the
season
Sunrise and
1,
Pretty.
yeah.
Something like that.
How many times are we going to mention that show?
It's just a great show. The soundtrack of the show is
Yeah,
great.
the soundtrack's really good. I'll
The
give them
soundtrack
that.
just mirrors the emotions perfectly. So,
Okay, I would say any of those would
Okay.
fit.
Well-
Quite classic for Whitney, Miss Girl.
oh, I miss her. I miss her so much. But guys, let us know what you would put I Want to Dance with Somebody in. And also definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and leave us a rating because it really helps us out.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the Daisy the Grey episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully when they're in London we'll be able to go and see them.
Yeah, defo.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.